Hello, my name is Fabiola Berrocal. I am the Technical Monitoring and Evaluation Manager for the Business Case for Collective Landscape Action Initiative, implemented by Rainforest Alliance, CDP, CLAR Mondial, and Conservation International. Rates of forest and biodiversity loss are accelerating throughout the tropics, and the global impacts of the climate crisis are escalating. If tropical deforestation were a country, it would rank third in global emissions, behind only China and US. Much of this deforestation is driven by the production of commodities such as coffee, cocoa, timber, palm oil, rubber, and among others. The business case seeks to reduce commodity-driven deforestation in Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil, and Indonesia, while improving the livelihoods of thousands of smallholders that rely on forests for their income and survival. The critical question is, what will we do to tackle climate change? We believe that addressing climate change, reducing ecosystem degradation, and avoiding deforestation require joint interventions and partnerships between different stakeholders at local and at global levels. But these efforts require a huge investment. Hence, we need to drive more finance towards effective territorial solutions to address these challenges and prove that sustainability is a profitable investment. In order to mobilize finance, we need reliable data and evidence to demonstrate the impact and positive changes delivered by these joint interventions. We must transform key ecosystem systems along with production, consumption relations, and enhancing capabilities along the entire value chain. In other words, we need to find new mechanisms that protect and enhance natural capital in ways that are also profitable for investors, ensuring that such financing will benefit people living in landscapes, smallholders, forest communities, and indigenous peoples that manage natural resources and ecosystems. Reflecting on these challenges, the landscape stakeholders should be ready to invest in creating conditions that deliver changes that then can be shown with data and evidence. This data will inform investors, companies, and decision makers about main indicators at the landscape level: deforestation, biodiversity, human well-being, ecosystem health, sustainable production. But the sustainability of finance depends on changes within countries, such as regulatory frameworks, harmonizing public financial incentives, increasing green financing offers from different sectors, alignment of public sector financing decision-making with the environmental dimension of the Sustainable Development Goals, increase in investment in green technologies and financing for sustainable natural resources based in green economy. Today, we can find several examples of these promising innovations that give us hope in finance at service of sustainability. For instance, the work being developed by the Business Case for Collective Landscape Action Initiative will bring together the private sector, governments, donors, and local stakeholders to develop a common set of landscape performance data to improve and management, help companies meet sustainability goals, attracting financing, and provide local employment. The initiative will mobilize tens of millions of dollars in private finance, improve the environmental and economic benefits of conservation, and create reinforcing policies. For example, this built on the positive track record of our partner, CLAR Mondial, who developed and implemented the Food Securities Fund, an innovative blended finance fund for sustainable value chains, and which has continually grown its portfolio and has already mobilized tens of millions of private capitals into less developed countries in Africa, in sectors such as cocoa and coffee. One of the food securities fund investors is the Global Environment Facility, and the fund targets impact related to the UN Conventions on Climate Change, Biodiversity, and Land Degradation. Conservation International and USAID support the Food Securities Fund. Based on this profitable operating investment fund and building on existing relationships with Conservation International and USAID, and new ones with CDP and Rainforest Alliance, Clarmondial is establishing a second fund for longer-term investments in value chains, with a landscape approach in connection with the business case. This new fund is called the Biosphere Integrity Fund, which is represented by Edgar Mora, who is here today. Clarmondial is working on several pilot transactions and discussing this with seed funders. Finally, I want to highlight the added value of the business case for collective landscape action initiative. I am completely convinced of the importance of partnerships and collaboration to promote sustainable landscapes, while engaging multiple stakeholders and strengthening capabilities in implementing actions to reduce deforestation and biodiversity loss, while ensuring the improvement in people's livelihoods. These conditions and characteristics enable the funding mobilizing and facilitate the implementation of investment solutions within the natural resource management sector, and with the commitment of global companies that disclose climate change and environmental information based on jurisdictional and landscape approaches. Thank you very much. We will be happy to answer any questions. Looking forward to working together.